Why I'm holding on to this. Someone says it's not a bolt. That it's for a crossbow. It's I know what it's called. Don't mess with me. Don't play games with me. See, it lights up. Look, it's like a little Christmas light. See that? You can barely see that. I'm sure it shows up pretty good. But it lights up. I gotta turn it off by sticking. I like the other ones I have. You can just flip a switch, so you can do a little light show or whatever. But those are light up knocks for a bolt. Yes, they're still called knocks, I believe. I believe that's correct. I might be lying to you. I don't know. I don't mean to lie to you, but if I do, I'm sorry. Anyway, I, the media, I guess I'm doing this. It's kind of like you should all probably be investing in canned foods and shotguns at this point. And the reason for that is supply, and stocking up. And I know how I know how everyone's looking for a news article, and every media outlet out there is just looking for something. They're looking for something. They don't have anything to talk about, and everyone has to come up with these little things to for a discussion, right? And, oh wow, let's freak everybody out about that too. And well, hunters can't hunt during deer season, rifle season for deer, and due to the fact that there's no ammunition on the shelves. And little known fact for a lot of folks that are into that sort of thing, they've been doing it a while or have family that have been doing it, and there's usually something somewhere. Let me fix my camera real quick. It's acting goofy again. Uh, there's usually something in the form of an ammo can, or on a shelf under the rifle there. And you know, most of us might use target loads or something like that to sight in our scopes and whatnot, and then the next time around we use something else for muzzle loading season. For the time of muzzle loading, most of us already have that stuff piled up pretty good, or hell, we forge our own stuff, most of the time. And I think because of certain laws that had passed, there was restrictions on using. I know someone's going to argue with me till the cows come home about this one, but I know there was certain restrictions on types of metal uh, that can be used while hunting. I don't know why they're worried about a deer catching lead poisoning if it's going down, right? But they don't want you polluting or something, and it had something to do with. I know none of this makes any sense. Had some tree hugger out there, you know what I mean? Some tree hugger out there come with the bright idea of using different types of metal for projectiles and whatnot and things along the way. Now, I, I'm telling you that just to tell you more stuff for folks who just don't know or need to know. It's a need to know thing. Preppers out there. Most of you that prep are veterans at it. You've been doing it a while, and you don't need me to tell you anything new or anything different. You've got it all down, and it's just kind of like, yeah, noted, thanks, that kind of thing. So uh, shotguns. There's a lot of them, and there's a wide variety of them, and they are easy to get, cheaper than most. And I'm not sure what the age restrictions are for some states, but most places, if you're legal age for a rifle, then you can purchase a shotgun at the same time. Now, the reason why I'm telling you shotguns is because, well, most of you know that I reload a lot of shotgun shells, and recently I reloaded a few hundred rounds of shotgun and variety. I did steel shot, and a lot of folks will, oh, that's not good, and you've got to use a certain type of one. I've been doing this a while. The certain type of shot, it depends on your chokes and stuff like that. I'm not getting into a reloading class right now. I'm just telling you that it works. It'll get the job done if you need it, and you can use it for hunting and whatever else. Also falls into buckshot. Uh, just any just about any number buckshot you're looking for, and you can find it all over the place. I was messing around the other night. I was just sort of goofing off, and I said, you know what? Uh, I was looking for a Christmas gift, and I don't know. I got bored, and I typed in uh, certain type like number eight buckshot for reloading, and it was on Amazon, and it came right up. Actually, made a reloading section there. Just started throwing stuff into it for folks who couldn't find stuff, but I saw that they had a variety of buckshot, and it was the same exact price I could have gotten it at Cabela's or anywhere else. Well, you can't find it at Cabela's or you can't find it at Bass Pro because all of those sections are cleared out because everyone in their meemaws go freaking shopping at the Bass Pro or someplace local. They don't go online or nothing. They don't want to pay shipping fees or something like that. So everybody goes and they buy all that stuff up. It's all gone. And there's these little holes in the wall. I'll tell you because I don't care. And if I'm supplied up, I'm not going to be buying anything for a while. But I always like to tell other folks about these things because somebody else might want to stock up. Pass the word around. And if you're using these ammo seeks and stuff like that, you're usually out of luck. And due to the fact there's a lot of folks getting emails, and also goes with memberships. So they're going to let their membership customers know first that supplies are back in stock for those of you looking for ammunition. And I guarantee you a lot of this stuff's going to turn around in next year. And a lot of that stuff's going to turn around. But for the meantime, and if it doesn't, it's good to know these things. I was like I told you in one of my other videos, it got deleted by YouTube because it violated the guidelines. I'm not supposed to show you certain things. I'm not there's certain things I'm not allowed to talk about. There's certain things I'm not. I have such a filter, and I've told you years that I've been on here. There's such a filter, because the little bouncing ball on the screen. Those of you that watch the captions and it reads the words coming out of my mouth. If I talk more like a redneck, it's better because it filters the things that you can understand it, but the little robot can't understand what I'm saying. So I try and throw it off sometimes. Now, anyways, like I said, that video had gotten deleted, and y'all didn't get the information that I was trying to tell you. Another thing, for those of you who don't want to reload and you're just looking for some ammo, there are some holes in the walls out there that you can go and shop at, and I look for all of them. Back in the day, there used to be it's like a shotgun magazine. It was like a newspaper. I don't know how many. I can't remember the name of that thing to save my life right now, but I can't even remember where I used to purchase it. But it used to be just sort of. I think it was at like the exchange or something while I was in the military. They used to have them like right there, and I know I bought them in other places, or truck stop or something like that. But Shotgun News, I think that was what it was called, Shotgun News. And there used to be some hole in the walls in there, and I used to shop at these things. And my friend had reminded me about it. Says, you like Bud K, right? Those crazy, weird knives they make and stuff. I said, have you tried CH Cadell's? And I went on there. I was just goofing around. I was like, they don't have ammo. They had everything. And not only did they have everything, but they shipped the next day. And it was the same exact price you would have paid for it somewhere else. That goes with double op buck and slugs and all that stuff. And they had it wasn't federal for everything. They had different types of birdshot and stuff for brands like that. But Winchester, they didn't have your Super X double op stuff, but they had some other stuff, right? But my point of that is that there's always shotguns on the shelf. There's always shotguns on the shelf. There's a variety of uses for them, and it gets the job done. If you don't mind carrying one around with you, even if it's a coach gun, side by side or over and under, whichever choice you prefer, or one of those triple barrel whatchamacallits. Heck, they've even got shotguns that shoot 22 as well. You can do the adapters That's the other thing that I wanted to mention, because I have the other adapter videos. There's, if you go to shortlanegunadapters.com, that's another one that I want to mention as many times as possible, because they're having huge Christmas sales right now. They don't sponsor me. I like getting the word around, because I know there's some other folks like Dave Cadbury and a bunch of other folks out there that promote these guys, and I just do it because I think it's cool. There's other companies out there that make for shooting 5.56, 2.23, that type of stuff. You want to shoot 7.62 by 39. They make barrel adapters for different shotguns. You got to have one of these smooth bore single shots, or a smooth bore double barrel or something like that. Works a lot better in those, and your pump action 3-inch type stuff usually, and you have to buy the ones meant for that. So you can't really with a lot of the pump guns, you can't fit those long adapters in them where they're like this and it's full rifling all the way down to shoot. And but those are the ones I like. I like the ones that are just adapted to 45 ACP or something, something like that. It's just fun to shoot. It's already rifled all the way down, and but they have all that stuff. They have your little backpacking kits and stuff where it's multiple adapters stacked up. I think it's called a stack or something like that. But there's so many. I've shown them so many times on the channel. Where you can shoot 22 out of a shotgun, or you can adapt to 410. You can go from 410, 45 Colt. You can just go ahead and slide in the you remove that one, and then you can put in the 22 adapter, and so on and so on. And they got 17 HMR. They got your WMRs, your 22 Magnums, and I mean, the list goes on. I mean, they have a variety on their website. But that's gunadapters.com, shortlanegunadapters.com. I can refer you, but I can't put it in the links. I can't put it down below because it'll get me in trouble, but I can say it. I'm allowed to say it. But that's one of the ones that I like. And but hole in the walls for ammunition, that's pretty versatile. Like, you could get a pack kit from them for $100, and you take that one. That's a $99 shotgun. You could take a $99 shotgun and have yourself a $200 shotgun that's 5 other guns, 12 other guns. See what I mean? That's the reason why I like that. And adding on to that, like I said, I went to several websites like Centerfire Systems and a few others, just some little hole in the wall places. Usually I go to Midway or something like that, but those places get shopped at a lot, and they're not struggling. And I like to pick out these other ones like the FireQuest. If you get a chance, check those dudes out. If you like smoke grenades and flashbangs, or if you like Dragon's Breath or any of that stuff, I mean, you can buy ammo cans of that stuff on there. Heck, they've got specialty shotguns that or shells on there from 410, whatever. It does not matter. Whatever you've got you're shooting with, they've got the stuff for it. I've gotten some weird stuff from them sometimes just so I can reverse engineer, and that's usually what I do it for. I know a lot of you are tracking what I'm saying, but I like to reverse engineer some of this stuff. I get it, and then I wonder how it was made, and I tear it apart and figure out what components it needs so that I can get just the components so I can make more of it. So that's an idea for some of you cats out there that are little mechanic scientist type folks that like to tinker. What was I going to say? The canned foods, like anything from, I just grabbed a few of these, like for ball canning. I know there's a lot of hippies out there right now that are getting ball canning jars just to put Christmas lights in. Most of us folks put canned bacon in them. You know what I mean? And I get a lot of questions about the canning bacon, and because after we did the video, there's still comments, there's still questions that just keep coming up about the bacon, and why do you have to use the wax paper and stuff? The wax paper helps seal the bacon more, and not just that. Yes, you can just seal it in grease. I hate explaining this again and again. You can just seal it in the grease. It's good to have the grease in there. But putting it in, removing it, and you can just dump nothing but bacon in here and can it, and it still works the same. But the canning jars, before all the hippies get them, you might want to use these a few times. And the lids you can, I'm not supposed to say you can reuse them because it is technically wrong for me to say that, but I know folks who reuse the lids. I'm just going to say that. They boil them, then reuse them again. They actually get a seal. That's the thing, because it might not seal. So you just got to be careful with that. But I would recommend stocking up on the lids. Get you a few sets of jars, and then stock up on the lids. That's what every homesteader runs out of, lids. What I like for these are cheap. These are dollar store jars. You can see the difference. They're just plain. You can even use, I meant to get one of those spaghetti sauce jars. You can use those for this. You can't get the seal the same, but if you've got a vacuum sealer, there is an attachment for vacuum canning, and I use the attachment and I vacuum can my rice in jars. Why? I could just grab a jar of rice and go upstairs with it. Dollar store jars, you know what I mean? If you go to the dollar store, you can get the dollar store jars, and then I use my vacuum canner. It doesn't take any fuel. Just plug it in, stick it on. I have a video for that one too. But vacuum canning. I do that for some pastas and rice. I don't have anything to put them in. Pasta won't go bad. I mean, you can stuff it in a plastic bag, but you just never know. You know what I mean? Plastic degrades. Some nerd's going to tell me. Man, I've had every question in the book, man. I tell you. Someone out there's going, you can't do that. Plastic degrades. What are you doing? Take it out of the bag. You've got Mylar. Just put it in there. Okay. Chill out. Calm down. Calm yourself. Canned foods. Food, shotguns. It's a simple thing. And I think it's probably the best thing for me to say, that because of the situation that everyone's going to fall into with the pandemic and everything's running out, short supply, and yada, yada, yada. It's good to point out that because I was talking about this with the wife yesterday. I said, Sippy, this is, a good point to bring up, how easy it is to get your hands on shotgun ammo, how available it is. And you can't just go in the store and buy it, but you might be able to just order it. You know what I mean? You might just be able to order it. A reloader, $70. Get yourself a good reloader and do like I do. You know what I mean? Get yourself some primers, all that stuff. Ballisticsproducts.com is the other one. I promote the heck out of them because those dudes are cool. They got everything. I mean, they've got all types of. I was just checking the other day just to see if they had primers and everything, but they had plenty of 209s. They had plenty of a few other things that you could use along the way. They might limit per customer or something like that, so people don't get a little carried away. They have powders. There's another powder website out there I know of, but it's been a long time since I've used them. But the one place you can go to is to Ballistics Products, because they've got hulls, wads, primers. They've got already primed hulls for those folks out there that make it really hard for folks to buy primers. So they just go ahead and get the hull, and they're already primed and all that stuff. Once fired stuff usually comes from brassmanbrass.com. I like them. They do keep their inventory up to date. They will let you know when they're out of stuff, and you can sign up for their emails and stuff as well. A lot of these companies will. Ballistics Products will give you a free catalog. CH Cadell's will too. There's a few of them out there that give you free catalogs. It's good to get those in the mail. It's good to get those in the mail. The canned food aspects, not just with canning your food, but on the store shelves. There's plenty of it right now. It hasn't ran out yet, and it's a good time to take up. I'll be there in a minute, kiddo. Okay, I'll be right there. You're just so excited. I will be there in just a minute. The kids keep going on about something to do with Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny and something else. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, but that's all I've got. I just wanted to give you guys those little quick tips, where you can find some stuff. Those of you that are looking, I know it's the holidays and it's a nightmare out there. And plus, with this crazy whatever is going on right now. But, anyways, God bless you guys. Take care.